They told me Ted Bundy was dead and I should move on. But nobody told me about the little boy he used to be. Because when I found out what happened to him before any of the killings started, everything I thought I knew about monsters changed. And I am not sure I will ever see the world the same way again. My name does not matter, what matters is what I discovered, and why it kept me up for weeks after I found it. This is the childhood secret behind Ted Bundy, the part investigators say almost no one covered. I want you to stay with me until the end, because the last part of this story is the part that will haunt you most. Theodore Robert Bundy was born on November 24, 1946, in Burlington, Vermont. But here's what most people do not know: he was not born into the family everyone assumed he had. His mother Eleanor was unmarried and 22 years old when she had him. In 1946, that was considered deeply shameful, so shameful that Eleanor's parents made a decision that would echo through history. They told young Ted that his grandparents were actually his parents, and they told him his mother was his sister. He grew up believing a lie about who he was and where he came from. Nobody knows exactly when Ted found out the truth. Some investigators believe he discovered it as a teenager. Others believe he always sensed something was deeply wrong but could never name it. What everyone agrees on is this: something broke inside him very early. His grandfather Samuel Cowell was by all accounts a violent and terrifying man. Neighbors described him as someone who flew into rages without warning, someone who kicked animals, someone who intimidated everyone around him. This was the man Ted Bundy idolized as a father figure. As a young child, Ted was found arranging kitchen knives around his sleeping aunt. He stood there smiling when she woke up surrounded by blades. He was 3 years old. Nobody got him help, nobody asked questions, they simply moved the knives and carried on. By the time Ted was in school, he was already different. He later told investigators that he felt a gap between himself and other people, like he was watching everyone through glass, present but never connected. He was charming on the outside, deeply empty on the inside. He fell in love once, genuinely, with a wealthy, sophisticated young woman in college who eventually broke up with him. Investigators believe this rejection cracked something open in him that never healed. Shortly after she left him, the disappearances began. The first confirmed victim was in 1974, but some investigators believe he started much earlier, as far back as 1969. That would mean he was killing for 5 years before anyone even knew his name. He confessed to 30 murders, but on the night before his execution he was still giving investigators new information, new locations, new names. He was using the confessions to delay his death for as long as possible. Even at the very end he was performing, calculating, controlling. The electric chair took him at 7 a.m. on January 24, 1989. Witnesses said he looked calm walking in. He had made peace with something, though nobody is quite sure what. I have spent a long time thinking about what made Ted Bundy. Was it the lie about his identity? Was it the violent grandfather? Was it the rejection? Was it something he was simply born with? The truth is probably all of those things layered on top of each other over years. And that is the most disturbing conclusion of all, because it means there is no single warning sign, no one moment you can point to and say that is where it went wrong. It went wrong slowly, quietly, in an ordinary house on an ordinary street, while everyone looked the other way. If this story made you think, drop a comment below. I want to know which part disturbed you most, the grandfather, the knives, or the fact that he was confessing new victims the night before he died. I always read every single comment and I will reply to you. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button, This channel is dedicated to stories like this one, true, real and told the way they deserve to be told. Share this video with someone who thinks they already know the Ted Bundy story. I promise you they do not know this part. In the next video I am leaving Ted Bundy behind and moving to a story that is somehow even more chilling. A little girl who vanished from her bedroom in the middle of the night. No forced entry, no suspects, no answers. Even today nobody knows what happened to her. Make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss it.